Hi, and welcome to this edition of the Bobcat Buzz Podcast, where we talk about the buzz at Frontier Community College. I'm Derek Dunn, your host, and we thank you for watching and or listening to the podcast. And the podcast is uploaded and archived through the Frontier Community College Facebook page. You can also find us on the YouTube channel as well. And my guest for the April edition of the Bobcat Buzz Podcast is Claire Vaughan. She is the Small Business Development Center Advisor of the Illinois Eastern Community College District. Claire is also the owner of Raylin James Marketing here in Fairfield, also the creator of Mule Nation and Bobcat Nation, and also has a business, RJ on Main, which started this year. And over the course of the podcast, you'll see some pictures and our videos. Thanks for joining me, Claire.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I'll tell you what, your business, Raylin James Marketing, was named the New Business of the Year recently at the Wayne County Chamber Banquet. What was the feeling like when your business was announced? How big is that for you as a business owner?
First of all, I was completely shocked by it. It was a big surprise. Everyone in my life was super sneaky and didn't let me know anything about it. Like that Monday, little things kept kind of happening that, like, I talked to Mark Turner and he's like, "We'll be thinking about you tonight." I'm like, what a weird way to, end that conversation. And anyways, a couple other things happened too. But I was still completely shocked. And it's just, I always say appreciation is my love language, and it just felt really good to be recognized for all of our hard work. It started in 2019 in October. I was like 8 weeks postpartum, and L. Brian Williams reached out to me to do some social media posts for CSI Insurance Brokers. And it's just crazy to see how it's really slowly kind of snowballed and gained momentum to where we are today. And I still have a hard time sometimes thinking of myself as a business, so this was like just kind of a great recognition and reminder that, what I'm doing is appreciated, and all the hard work is worth it. So,
Well, the focus here today is the Small Business Development Center, and you are an advisor for it. And this is something that's, I think, relatively new here for the IECC district. So what is the Small Business Development Center? You guys serve, I know, a pretty wide area. And what services do you provide through that?
So, starting in January 2023, we got the grant for the IECC SBDC, which stands for Small Business Development Center. And we cover the entire IECC district, and surrounding areas. So before we opened, the nearest was, Carmi, Carbondale. And so we're just so thankful to be able to bring these services. They're no-cost services for any small business under 500 employees. And we can help with anything from marketing to management to employee training to, with the IECC College of Business and Industry, we can offer OSHA training and that type of stuff as well. So possibilities are endless, and we're just here to help our small businesses grow in our communities.
So since your time as an SBDC advisor, what are the common issues that business owners have addressed to you? What strategies have you implemented for their business to turn those weaknesses into strengths?
So, I've had a variety of different issues come across my desk, but a lot of the issues are with, marketing, just getting people in their door. How do I attract more customers, and not just focusing on local marketing, but expanding that as well. So we'll help set up business social medias. We can help them set those up. We can train them on how to use them. And, just help them gain a presence online, let people know they're out there, set up a Google My Business account, that type of stuff. We also have a lot of people reach out about grant funding and just, financial help. So we can help write business plans if they need a business plan to get financial help from the banks, or we can help them research grants and what grants could benefit them. So
it's about if you have a business owner, one is maybe want to start their own business, or maybe there's already a business owner who is established, and maybe they just launched their business.
Right.
It's about, I think, where they have these short-term and long-term goals, trying to get there, trying to accomplish them, achieve them.
Right, correct. So they can come to us if they have the business idea. Hey, I've always wanted to open a sandwich shop. You know, I don't have a name, I don't have anything. We can walk them through from start to finish, you know, what kind of business should you be? Should you be an LLC, a corporation? How can we help you get registered for that? What kind of local laws are there and regulations are there that you need to think about? And okay, let's write a business plan. Let's do a marketing plan, you know, work through that stuff that then they can go and take to their bankers, their accountants, their lawyers, to really get the fine-tuned paid professional help, but we can help them. When you start a business, there's so much to think about, and not one person will be able to think of all of it. So, we're just here to really just be a friend and listen to your ideas and help you make your ideas better. And in the same respect, if you're an existing business, come in and tell us we'll just chat. What are your issues, and how can we help, you know?
Social media has really changed the way, really revolutionized the way how businesses operate these days. And what are your thoughts about social media? Because I know that reels are popular right now, and they all strive to go viral, not just locally, but abroad.
Right. So, you know, my 5-year-old even wants to go viral. That's everyone's goal right now. He's got a karate video on a YouTube channel, and he's hoping he goes viral. But
Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if you call them karate moves or not. But,
or SpongeBob would say karate, but go ahead.
Karate. But yeah, all of us have that goal, right? To go viral. And, you know, it's hard to find the time. Posting content, quality, creative content daily, multi times a day. You know, it's a full-time job. And I say that even owning a social media business, I mean, I just feel like everyone could benefit from having a full-time one of me. It's hard to find, and it's hard to afford as a small business. But, you know, I always just say, try to relate to your customer, relationship marketing, try to come up with something fun and creative. Like I talked about my business that I help that focuses on baby products. And I really try to just relate to the customers who are the moms that are buying the baby products. So, you know, talk about hospital bags, things to pack in your hospital bag, or, you know, what did you pack that you shouldn't have, or what didn't you that you should have, you know, baby names. Why did you name your baby what you named them? And what's you try to build these relationships with them, throw in some humor, you know, sleep when the baby sleep. Vacuum when the baby vacuums, and, you know, things like that. And just try to build a relationship with your customers. It's not always about buy my product, buy my product, buy my product. So that's one of my big strategies when it comes to marketing and social media. You may not have all the time in the world to make the, you know, fanciest new content reels or whatever. Granted, it is so beneficial right now with the algorithms, but just try to make your audience engaged. Try to post at the correct time. Try to post engaging content, and that will really help your following grow.
So I had a viral post when I was on radio, and it was a guy I know. He was working in Metro East, and he does like a lot of kind of what he print T-shirts and all that.
Yeah.
And there was a 14, 16-point buck that would just roam around his office. Like, it would just be in the parking lot. It'd roam, even sit, just bed down right next to the window.
Yeah.
And this deer was like the most calm, cool, collected deer I'd ever seen. And I asked him, I said, hey, can I borrow these photos of you? Because he's the one who took them. And he said, yeah, go ahead. So I remember when I was on radio, I'd posted on the station's Facebook page, 2.5 million views on that post.
Oh my goodness.
And my phone, I didn't know how to shut off the notifications.
So ding, 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 ding,
oh
ding.
my gosh, I couldn't even sleep at night. And I was like, I love this, but stop, peace, arrive.
You know, the taste of success ain't as, beautiful as you think it'll be, right?
But it was just like, I love this, but man, I need to go sleep.
I need rest.
But anyway, that's just an
funny.
example. So, but it can happen. And that was just, again, stationed here, and it just went everywhere.
Right. Very cool.
Yeah. So one of the things we got to talk about here, August of 2022, Mule Nation was launched.
Yep.
YouTube channel, the Facebook. It's where people can watch Fairfield Mules athletics, band concerts. Over 1,000 have subscribed in 6 months. And then in February, early this year, I think it's February, Bobcat Nation was launched. So I got to ask, what was the inspiration? What was the encouragement, the motivation to launch Mule Nation first and then Bobcat Nation?
Well, I have to give the credit to Mike Dreith for the inspiration. He just really saw my company being bigger than what it was. And it was such a scary thought, sitting down, having that conversation with him. And he encouraged me to expand into multimedia. And, I was pretty comfy at home, just posting from my phone. And, I'd expanded into website design. And Libby and I swear that he could see into the future because he was so sure in this decision. And so he encouraged me to hire Mark Turner, and Mark and I, sat down and figured it out. How do we make this happen? And Mule Nation was born, and it's all thanks to him, honestly. The idea, I never would have pushed myself to do it because it was a lot. It was a learning curve, and it's still a learning curve. And but we're so thankful for the support that we've had since August. I mean, it's crazy. Over 1,000 subscribers in a town of 5,000. It's impressive, I think. And Bobcat Nation then came later after a conversation with Coach McHugh. He says he came into my office and made me think it was my idea. And, it really was always on my radar. I've always wanted to do Bobcat Nation as well, but he encouraged me to do it a lot faster once again than I wanted to. But being pushed is a good thing, and it's been a huge success so far already. And it's been a true joy to just get back involved in FCHS athletics and now being involved in Bobcat athletics. Both communities are just amazing.
Yeah. One thing I know, Mike was the past president of the college, and he was in radio as well, like I was, and Mark was too.
Yeah.
And that broadcasting background, you can kind of see why Mike said, hey, it's like this, you're already up to here. Right. But I think you go up here.
Right. And I've got to say too, like, I could not have done it without you and Mark. That radio background and that knowledge of sports that you have and that passion for our athletes, that is unteachable, untrainable, and just your experience, yours and Mark's, has been so beneficial to the success of Mule Nation and Bobcat Nation. And I could not have done it without you guys. So
also, we've had the high school kids and high school students help out with Mule Nation, even Bobcat Nation as well.
Yep, high school students and FCC students. Bob Ellis, he's one of our play-by-play announcers too. He started out as a cameraman and kind of transitioned into color and computer, and he has that knack to want to learn. And now he's doing play-by-play. He does a great job. We had Grady Simpson, who's busy with tennis right now, but he's been super active since day one, and we're so grateful for him. And we have quite a few: Peyton Allen, Latrell Snyder, Anthony Ukina.
Peyton Allen. I think, did you mention Peyton?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
He was my first one.
Trenton Mason.
Trenton Mason. Yep, he did it for a while. And we had a few others pop in for a game or two. But it's been super fun just to get to be involved with them and train them on a life skill that, hey, it'll look good on a resume, but it'll also, now you kind of know the inner workings of how we made this happen, and you could do something similar, or, you know.
Alec Vaughn's also been helpful
Alec
too.
Vaughan, yeah, how can we forget Alec? Alec is been a big help. He's our camera guy, so.
So yeah, I think also I was awarded most school spirited in high school.
Look at that.
In 2007. Because you mentioned.
I'm 2005. But.
Yeah, I think I said 2007 because we went to high school together. You're a couple of years older than me, but the thing is, Harry Carey one time said, I want to broadcast the way a fan would broadcast. And I've stuck with that for years. But also, I enjoy, I see a few of the athletes here at the college. I don't see the kids at the high school during the day because they're having class. But at night, or, you know, whether it be in a gym, a field, I get to see them have fun and be competitive and succeed and win. And, you know, and I also like talking to them as well when I have an opportunity. And that's what it's about to me too. Right.
And it's all about that community. Like that's my big thing. It's just trying to increase community awareness and involvement and passion. And, you know, that was my main thing when starting Mule Nation and now Bobcat Nation, is just all of us rooting for a common team, for a common goal. And it's really spread, like, to alumni and, you know, down to Texas and Pennsylvania, and now with Bobcat Nation, Australia. and it's just so fun to reconnect with people, to connect with new people, to make new friends. And all of it is a positive thing for Fairfield, and in my mind. So
if someone would like to know more about the Small Business Development Center. Oh, and how about this? Is there anything else you want to add? I'm sorry. Is there anything else you want to add about SBDC, Bobcat Nation, Mule Nation? Anything else you want to add? Or
I mean, I just want to say, you know, thank you for your community support. And if you have interest in the SBDC and would like to be one of our clients, once again, it's no cost advising for businesses 500 employees or less. You can reach out to me at sbdc@iucc.edu, or find out more info on the web at iucc.edu/sbdc. And then if you're interested in being a Mule Nation, Bobcat Nation sponsor, you can also reach out to me at claire@raylandjames.com.
All right. Well, I was going to ask you about the contact information. I'm glad you finished that off. But anyway, I am so excited about the SBDC. I'm excited about Mule Nation and Bobcat Nation, how your local business is. You look at Rayland James Marketing, RJ on Main. You know, it's amazing, this journey you've been on.
Thank you.
Been quite a ride for the past few years, at least. It's been incredible.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And it wouldn't have been possible without, you know, all of you guys and your support. And I'm thankful to be home, to be in Fairfield and running a business or three.
You stay busy. You stay busy. But anyway, thanks for joining me here, Claire. Now wraps up this April edition of the Bobcat Buzz Podcast. Stay tuned for the May edition of the Bobcat Buzz Podcast, which will be posted on Facebook and YouTube. And if you haven't done so already, like the Frontier Community College Facebook page. Also subscribe to the Frontier Community College YouTube channel as well. And by the way, subscribe to Mule Nation and Bobcat Nation as well if you haven't done so already. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day and be safe.